Time is a terrifying thing. It's a fleeting, time is telescopic. The gulf between 10 years old and 20 years old is immense compared to the gulf between 20 and 30. It gets faster as we go, become more used to everyday life, we become more complacent, we get used to the daily grind. Things are gonna start speeding up a lot more. The way to slow that down is to always be learning something new. That's a key to the universe right there. Learn a new language, learn how to paint, learn how to sculpt, to sew. Those new experiences will slow the clock back down. My name is Nicki Lucio, and I'm an artist. I'm a male to female transgender. I started painting about my gender and my identity while I was working through my bachelor's program, and I discovered it gave me a voice and a way to express myself in a way that I did not have before. I've always had an artistic streak in me. It runs in the family. Didn't pursue that career path initially. I have a strong background in graphics and design, and so I did that for about 10 years. And after the economy tanked, I was burned out. I just realized I want to follow my heart. I want to be an artist. I'd started my transition, and I couldn't express the things I was going through and feeling. I'm not an incredibly verbose person. I think it's when my work started to speak to me. That's when I realized I have to do this. Right now I treat this like my third job. I'm working 2 jobs just to pay rent. And this is my third job, and I need to be here. I'm here 5-6 hours a day painting and working on these ideas, these projects, because never before have I been able to they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. And that's what I discovered and why I needed to pursue this. I'm working for the Transamerica exhibition. It's this small body of work I decided to embark on. I have lots of self-esteem issues, lots of self-loathing. I hate myself. I can say that quite confidently. I don't look in mirrors. For the longest time I would not do that, and I realized that's just not a healthy way to be, because I just could not stand the sight of myself. I'll never be the person I wish I can be. I know that. I know where I stand, and that would eat me up. That would kill me. So to work through this issue, I would start to draw and paint myself. The more I did it, it got a little easier each time, and so now I'm painting myself over and over again. And each time, each picture that I complete, that's around us, something is being said. Each one's a little bit different, and some come out monstrous, some come out refined, some come out almost idealized, and some come out very honest. Something's happening from what I see in the mirror to what's going on up here, to what's coming out here, to what's getting onto the canvas. And that fascinates me. And I'm going to keep doing it until nothing is to be said anymore. And so the McNay has given me the opportunity to continue to explore this. And as for the exhibition, I'll be painting live, on camera, painting my self-portraits every day. And that's something else I've also done to kind of bring myself to the world. I put a camera, there's 3 cameras around us. I bring the world into my studio. I turn the camera on myself, and I start streaming to the internet. And people will come in and watch with curiosity. I've amassed a small following that are pretty regular. Others will come in and troll me, and they'll insult me, and some will cheer me on. And it's fascinating to see just these different reactions to me presenting myself. And I kind of feel it's part of the process now. I'm held accountable by my audience in that they are here to see me work through the stress. And sometimes these portraits take a toll on me. I'm very emotional. And they'll cheer me on as as there's days where I've just completely broken down and I've just slashed my canvas with a razor because I couldn't take another minute of it. So it's an interesting part that these people are along with me, and we talk it out sometimes as to. Usually it starts with just a blank canvas and me staring in the mirror, taking inventory of myself. How do I look? How am I feeling? Most days it's pretty normal. That one in the left corner behind me, it was a day where I was feeling pretty bad. I was feeling pretty awful, and I just painted myself in a black outline. And I tried to pull myself out of the darkness by tearing away the paint, taking a rag and just scraping it off, or a brush and tearing out pieces. And it looks monstrous, but it's almost emergent in a way. I'm coming forward out of the shadow. They're all different in their own way, and I feel like a story is being told as with each one that progresses. A bit of refinement, a bit of comfort, maybe a little bit more at ease with the structure of my own face, my own image. people often ask me, well, your identity is, you want to be female, that's your identity, therefore you need to have all these surgeries. Sure, that would be nice, but surgeries don't determine whether or not the world accepts me, whether or not the world tries to kill me, whether or not my family will accept or reject me. Those are the kind of things. My identity is being accepted, is being a female, is being acknowledged as female, is living the part and being recognized as the part. And it's not even a part, it is my identity, to live that identity. And so as I navigate my world, I'm hitting these little moments in my everyday that tells me, I'm gonna look back on this and I'm gonna miss this. I know this. And I want to capture those modern moments, and they're going to be very current day when you see them, when I complete them. But in 10 or 12 years' time, I want people to look back and think, I was there, I remember that, and you're going to want to yearn for that. It makes me feel incredibly, incredibly honored, very lucky and fortunate, and very almost validated in that this direction I've chosen with my life, the painting, that someone's listening. I'm not just shouting into the ether. Somebody has seen what I'm doing and says, I understand, I get you. And that makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. And I'm so very, very lucky to be a part of this. You have no idea how honored I am to be a part of it. I think it's going to expose a lot of people, especially in this era of politics and social media. Oh my God, it's fascinating. It is so very fascinating to be very hip to internet culture right now, to see everything that goes on. But I think this show's important because there's a lot of fear and uncertainty, and I think more than ever we need education. We need to show people that gay, lesbian, trans, bisexual, it's not a scary thing. It's not something to be feared. It's something that's quite, I don't want to say normal, because being trans is anything but normal, but it's not something to be feared. It is something that can be a part of life and needs understanding and needs loves and acceptance and tolerance. And I think the McNay show is going to help a lot. My work speaks for myself and nobody else. I don't feel like I'm authorized to speak on the behalf of anybody else. This is strictly my work, my experiences, and my own frustrations as I work through them, my own problems in a way. And I'm hoping by seeing me, talking to me, asking me questions, they may walk away a little bit more understanding and maybe just a little bit more empathy. And so it's all about identity as female, presenting as female, being accepted of the world as female. I just feel that anybody who comes to this show who's unsure of what they're going to encounter, maybe they're coming out of curiosity, or there's a part of them that's just genuinely afraid of what's going to be there, because I know this show's probably going to ruffle some feathers. I just hope they come with whoever comes to the show comes with an open enough mind to understand that they're humans, we're all people, and we're not scary creatures. We're just fellow people just trying to wake up and go to bed in peace every day.